What's up, Internet? It's me again. Um, how to overcome feelings of loneliness or deep depression. Try DEWORMER. Yeah, they don't sell any for people. You can't buy it. So you have to take a risk. I took a risk based on some forum intel. They gave me the name of like a farm animal dewormer. But if you look at it, it works for every single mammal. And it attacks the worms of the lung, the brain, the intestines, and all that. So they don't sell it for people. Not allowed. And they have warnings not to give it to people. In my opinion, not as a doctor, I'm a crayon artist. I wear the same rainbow clothes every day. Can't really trust me for medical advice, but in my opinion, you can't trust them either because these are fishers of men. So, in my opinion, they're afraid of getting sued for something untested. In my real opinion, they like that you have worms. They like that you suffer. They want you to hurt every day because you're the poor people. You know what I mean? So, I did it and I found a huge result. I took canine dewormer, pretty much a dose to my body weight once a month for like 3 months. And then the best deal I found was in goat dewormer. So, goat dewormer, you can get like, I got with goat dewormer for half the price, four to my body weight doses instead of one for double the price with the canine. So, yeah, the goat dewormer tastes vile. It's tough to swallow. And in my opinion, it has removed a lot of the problems that I had, such as like just these like inner compulsions that hurt, waking up in internal pain, needing to have a lover or you were uncomfortable. That went away. So I now encounters call it like attractive people, and I don't feel anything for them. Not anything. I don't feel like. It's kind of interesting that they circumcise you and call you a sinner. In a way, they knew that people were crossing boundaries, but to me, it's the inner bug. Because the bug, like RDJ, had a brainworm. So these are prophesized in like Star Trek. Star Trek had Wrath of Khan, had people taken over by worms, right? So it's extremely uncomfortable. You'll never really be at peace. You can look at confused schizophrenics with alcoholism as likely just having a worm contamination. It's under the skin and you can't see it. You know, there's no way to know it's there. But yeah, I recommend, in my opinion, the human establishment isn't interested in alleviating suffering and that they don't care if you have problems that suck a lot. And in fact, they may enjoy it. They may enjoy that you do. So, what I would say is get some freaking dewormer. The name is fenbendazole. If you type in Amazon Fenben, you'll find it. Fenben. Ends in Zole. Zole. I don't make medicines. I don't understand how this functions. I don't understand what it does. We can take their warnings as a fair consideration. You can't sue them for hurting you if it goes wrong. I think that's fair. I wouldn't be drinking and doing heavy drugs while you're taking this. But I know that I heard from humans to try that basically it's like once you start, within 6 months, you'll return to normal. And it is kind of true. I'm experiencing that. So I feel a lot more contained as myself. I don't need other people because you're being sabotaged from within. A bug pretending to be you is manipulating your brain to cause connections. and it can do it through love or war. That bug can cause you to start a fight to spread itself, and that bug can also cause you to pick a lover to spread itself. So, I recommend, if you're having issues with love, like crossing boundaries or needing people when you're alone, try DEWORMER. Yeah, it's scary. Tremors, Dune, worms play a huge. Even if you look at how biologists think we evolved, at some point in the past we were worms, right? These human parasites breed and incubate their youth inside their bodies. You ever see the game Earthworm Jim? You know, in a way, we are end stage worming, or maybe even late stage worming. Maybe to some aliens, we would be considered early stage worming. Just after you're crawling around in the earth as a tube, you become a limbed thing with a job. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think that if you're struggling with being alone or struggling with crossing boundaries with partners you shouldn't have, then you should definitely try DEWORMER. And you can get it on Amazon for fairly cheap, under $100. I would not go with anything that looks foreign because it won't claim it's fenbendazole. There's a lot of like dewormers that claim 99% purity that are expensive, like over $100. I don't know if those work. I don't have a clue. The reason I was willing to try the animal dewormers is that if it works for several species, if it works for dogs, cows, if it works for goats, if it works for all of these mammals, it'll work for us. Yeah, I bet on it, and I agree. So I'm going to keep doing like one big treatment a month. Hopefully, this testimony skips the people who forced us to not have dewormers. You can look for human dewormers. You have herbs, or you have something called wormer. They don't call it dewormer, they call it wormer. So maybe it gives you worms. I think worms have been a favorite poison for people. It won't kill them, but it'll make their every waking moment a nightmare. So your body's going to be riddled with these crawling things that suck your blood and energy all the time. So it hurts and you're tired. So, yeah. Scary subject, but, you know, I'm alone, I want others. Nah, 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 nah. That's the worm talking. You gotta freaking work on that. So anyway, hope this helps somebody.